Good morning, my beautiful viewers. How are you guys doing this morning? Thank you so much for once again watching another one of my episode. Today's date is July 6th, 2026. Just getting ready, used to a few things here, folks. I'm actually going to be start streaming a few information here rather than creating the video. I'm going to start streaming it. I would say more or less in the afternoon because I have more time then, so I got to figure it out. I guess I have to. Once again, continuing what I've been saying about what's happening right now with the food shortage, folks, we're basically going to be entering a period of time where we're going to be having a serious problem getting our hands on food, certain type of item, stuff that are made from grain. Salt will be also an issue. Um, Coffee, because of what's really happening in the Strait of Hormuz, and not just that, folks. I know wheat, grain, and stuff like that is grow a lot here in the Western world. Farmers are having problem with fertilizers, so wheat and grain have basically it's in a lot of our food. Soy also, beans, you name it, and a lot of these products are going to basically be, I would say the right word, not available, not in the large quantity as it normally is to produce the amount of food that we actually need so people can actually, I guess, survive realistically. So, you know, and this is, believe it or not, guys, people who are new to my videos, new to my content, this is something I've been warning, I would say, since January 2026. So we're now in July. So basically, I've been warning for 6.5 months, letting people know, hey, stack up on food. I get countless messages from people saying it's hard because they got no money and so forth. I get it, but at the same time, I always think to myself, if it really mean a lot, if it really mean that much to you, you will. This there's a word out there called sacrifice, and not a lot of people like doing it because it take discipline to sacrifice yourself for something, and discipline is something that is extremely hard to do with humans. Trust me. This morning I went to the gym for an example, got an hour and a half worked out in, but before I woke up, I didn't want to go. There are a lot of times I woke up, I don't want to go. I get people, my friends, stuff like that, people I see on a regular basis. They always say, "Hey, Nick, I admire the fact that you stay in shape, you like to work," but people don't realize the sacrifice that I have to do. I rather give the person that own the gym a monthly fee rather than give it to the doctor when I get older. These are the choices I'm making. But when I do pay for that monthly fee to use the facilities, I got to make a sacrifice and I have to go. Okay. And this is what I'm basically talking about. There are times we have to do things we don't want to do. For example, what I did this morning, I didn't want to get out of my bed. There's a lot of times I don't want to get out of my bed at all and do nothing. But, and I'm a very early riser, but it's very rare that happened to me. But there are moments when I go through those phases. I'm up since 4:30 in the morning. It doesn't matter what day it is. I like to get up early. I enjoy reading. I enjoy getting information in first. Maybe, something hot, cup of tea, whatever. But the point to this story is we have to do things we don't want to do. You have to stop going certain places on the weekend to be able to be in a position to have food at your disposal when things are basically going sideways. You have to be able to do these things. You have to be able, hey, there's certain leisure that you're accustomed to doing, maybe on certain days, like playing pool, going golfing, playing some form of sport, going to some form of event, a club, you name it, restaurant on a certain particular, you got to cut it out. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear it because when you're so programmed to do the same thing over and over and over again, to stop doing it is very hard. I get it. But how bad do you want it? And these are the things people need to start asking themselves. How bad do you want? The question I always ask myself: how bad do I want to survive? What's about to unfold? I want to survive very, very badly. So I'm going to do whatever it takes. And it's easy for me to ask myself this question because I really do have a great grasp of what's about to unfold, and it's not pretty. It's going to get worse, folks. This is really just the beginning of what's about to unfold. We're going to have some serious, serious issue. And the problem we're going to have serious issue with is food. It's not even the petrol, the gas as much. Well, yes, we're going to have a problem with that, but you can't eat it. You can't eat the gas. You can't eat the car. You really can't. We can only eat food. And we need food and we need water. And these things in the coming future is going to be very scarce. And I know a lot of people have a hard time rationalizing what I'm trying to say to you because we've been programmed for so long as a society to have what is called that instantaneous feeling of whatever we want, we get it immediately. Instant gratification. You want some food, you call Uber Eats, you go to the store, whatever. This is what people need to understand. Places like Walmart and Publix, they only have 3 days in supplies when it comes to food. 3 to 4 tops. 3 really, realistically, but 4 tops. After 3 or 4 days, if they don't get one particular item, they're done. They're out of it. They really don't have it anymore. So when you have someone like the president of the US coming forward, letting people know that there's going to be a series, he basically, I think it was a national emergency on food right now because there's going to be a serious disturbance with the food chain. And yes, he's right. Absolutely. I think it took a little too long to let people know this, and it's something I've been warning people for months. He just happened to say it a week ago. But realistically, folks, if you haven't get this already, this type of mindset to get yourself ready, have food, have water, at least minimum 30 days. First aid kit, you got to have that also. And I urge people, and I know I'm kind of like repeating myself from my last video, but that's okay because this is how important this topic is. And I'm urging people, please don't brag about the food you're saving. Don't take pictures of it and put it on social media. People always asking me, "You're talking about food all the time. Why don't you show us your supply?" No.